In today's video, I'm going to teach you what would it be like to experience the joy of after that thing you're phobic of, i.e. getting to the destination or after your presentation, before you ever felt it, before you ever do the thing you're phobic of. Sound confusing? Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hi, I'm Christopher Paul Jones, the breakthrough expert. So how would it be to imagine the pleasure of overcoming your fear, your phobia or anxiety to before it ever happened? Let me give you an example. So you've got a phobia of public speaking, for example, or you're fearful of public speaking. How would it be after you've done that event, when you've got the round of applause, when you've successfully completed it? Still making no sense? Let me give you an example. So you've got a fear of flying, for example, and you are going to get on that plane. That's the thing you're scared of, you're fearful of. But what's the outcome? Well, the outcome might be a location like this. It's very hard to feel fearful while experiencing this location because you're thinking of the relaxation and the beauty and the joy. If you took that fun, that relaxation, to before this thing you're fearful of, phobic of, how would it be? So what I'd like you to do now is imagine that. Imagine the time, the place, when you're in that relaxation, when you're in that happiness, that joy, that round of applause, to the successful completion of this thing. And imagine just traveling forward in time, however you visualize time, imagine floating forward in time to that event. When you sat on that beach, when you're having that round of applause, whatever it is for you, and just imagine floating down into that event and it's experiencing. What would you be saying to yourself? What would you be feeling? What would you be seeing? Just look around and take on all those feelings, those resources. How would you be moving? Would you be smiling? Would you be moving your body? All those things, just take them on. What would you be thinking about yourself? And just notice how good that can feel. And if you've done my video on anchoring, you can anchor these feelings when it's got to the very peak. And just keep practicing that, keep practicing that. Get into that state. And now when you've got that, I want you to imagine now traveling back in time to just before you're about to face that thing you're fearful of. But take on these resources. So how would you be breathing? What would you be focusing on? What would you be picturing, saying to yourself? And now if you were to go in facing your fear, facing your phobia, facing your anxiety, with those new emotions, with those resources, how would it be different? Now this doesn't just go for fear, phobia and anxiety, by the way. Often with weight loss, if you have this craving for chocolate cake and then afterwards you feel so bad because you've ruined your diet and you feel awful, how would it be if you took those negative feelings and took them before you're about to eat that chocolate cake? If you focused on all those, how bad you feel afterwards before you go for that chocolate cake, those crisps, how are you going to feel different? You're probably not going to want to eat them. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. Until next time, I'm Christopher Paul Jones.